Yo, what's going on everyone? It's TK and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you Klaus's attacks with his new army, and we're going to see how he's going to use the electro boots and some invisibility spells. So let's dive in and see what he's doing to these bases. So here we are on the first attack, and you have probably seen this base if you are pushing in Legends League. It was originally from Gaku and it's been around for around, I would say, a week. And let's see how KLAUS is planning to take this base down. Now he's using the RC Electro Boots and the Hog Puppet. You might be saying why? Well, because guys, he has a recall spell. So later in the attack, he's gonna actually recall the RC and drive her back into the base when he can pop the ability later. Something that I'm currently doing with the, kind of dragon. So we don't use the ability right away or in the, invisibility spells or before the invisibility spells. We use it later to help the army just do even better when attacking a base. So double Rage Tower, he has Root Rider Valkyrie. Now, this Root Rider Valkyrie army is interesting because he only has 4 Root Rider and 6 Valks. Like, where is the army, right? How is this base going down? An interesting thing about this army is that he's dropping the king to the outside. Something that I've not seen doing with Root Rider Valkyrie. Always the king goes in, or it's with the funnel going to a compartment. But this is absolutely nothing. So let's see how he's gonna recall, sorry, not recall, like kind of overgrowth that other Rage Tower, if he's gonna do it or not. Now the Rage Tower goes off. This is where you usually go with the overgrowth. I don't know why he's going, oh, he goes with the Town Hall overgrowth. Well, technically guys, obviously sometimes you don't need to overgrowth the Town Hall just because it doesn't have the poison anymore. So you rather go through the Town Hall than through a Rage Tower. That's just depending to you. Now look at the RC here coming with her ability, and he also has one more invisibility spell. And look at these hogs with that RC Electro Boots absolutely going through the skellies and those back end defenses. He's gonna be able to finish on the Town Hall. He does have that invisibility spell still intact with him, so RC going to absolutely wreck that, and he actually crushed this base. Not even gonna lie, only thing that died was the king. He still got like a few, Valkyries and Root Riders, and obviously this was a crushing attack. So let's dive into the next base and see what he did there. Now here we are on a double invisibility base. This is going to be a bit lower on the war map, but one thing is for sure is that this guy has a hole on his base right here, and Klaus is going to actually take advantage of it. So if you see it in wars, go for it. I would not suggest in tournaments because it just shows something that, okay, you didn't have enough planning to do. But of course wars are normal. Klaus and probably Star, sometimes they don't even attack, sometimes they just attack for the 1 star to get the ores. But it's good to see Klaus doing some attacks here, and obviously he's going with some invisibility spells, and this attack is not actually going to be like the last one where he gets so much value. He basically got just a few defenses, and he's going to recall the RC. So where he's going to start? Well, he always starts into damage. We saw it. He starts into the Rage Tower on the last attack, and this one he's going to start into Monolith, Ricochet Cannon. Obviously, like the RC always pulls the CC, so he's going to kill the CC before diving into the base, and he's going to kind of go through, those scatter shot, invisibility towers, and all of that. So dive into the damage. You can pop the warden ability, and for your own kind of information, he has these equipments. You can see the queen, you can see the warden equipment. If you don't have the Rage Gem by now maxed out, I would suggest the Healing Tome, but he does have the Rage Gem because he got healers, and also it speeds up the attack because RC does take quite some time when you're starting her. Now he's gonna go with the Rage Warden ability through this area. Again, King completely separated and outside from the main army to, because his Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball can really go very long and also funnel very good. So he's gonna overgrowth again, and not like kind of actually not again. This is the first time he didn't overgrowth the Town Hall. That's interesting because as I told you on the last hit, you don't need to overgrowth the Town Hall. RC on the left hand side coming in now. Unfortunately, the Fox died, but look at what he still got the RC ability. Barbarians for the back end to tank for everything and clean up, and the RC ability and the King ability obviously didn't even need it. But now the invisibility goes off. This is where sometimes if you got that Teslas in the corner, it's always good to keep some Barbarians for it because otherwise you may end up time failing. So always when you're dropping your barbarians, keep one in your pocket, so in case something is popping up in a corner, you miss the building, it's obviously going to be heartbreaking if you do a 99 in a war or a tournament attack, especially even Legends League. But let's move on to another hit. Here we are, and Claus is using his army again, and he got a lot of max stuff here. He's using another higher count to hit this base. Last ones, I think his recall was lower, some troops were lower, or the heroes, but this one he has one level for the king to upgrade, and it's quite interesting because I don't know how they upgrade so many heroes on so many accounts, man. It's just crazy to me. But he's sending the king with his earthquake boots and the spiky ball to get one of these invisibility towers. Let's see if it's gonna work out. Come on, let's go. Wow. He went around the invisibility, taking down everything. Unfortunately, the earthquake wasn't enough to get the inferno, otherwise he would have gone that. Now he's gonna go in with the RC, so it's basically a Sui Root Rider attack, right? You can use the king later in the base, you can use the king before going into the base with your army, and here the RC will activate the invisibility tower, going with one more invis. Come on, Claus. He doesn't need it now because of the fox. He's using the fox, but personally, if you are new to this strategy, I wouldn't recommend using the fox. It's just gonna take some, kind of understanding of the invisibility tiles, or like how many seconds you're gonna be invisible, and you might mess up and the fox could go down. It's just gonna be a bit messy. Let's see if he gets this inferno, man. Come on. No, he's using a lot of barbarians for that. He already got 5 left in his army, which, yeah, it's not good enough for a cool cleanup and also tanking, but he's still using another barbarian on that inferno and finally gets it. Personally, if he wants to send the RC on the right side, I would just keep the inferno, but because of the clan castle takedown, the invisibility is activated again. This means he's gonna go around that town hall area and later probably come through this side to get to the town hall, unless the dragon and the outer building kind of did him good. That's why he doesn't go too early with the funnel when he's diving into invisibility spell. So your queen might completely ignore everything, but if you don't funnel, she could come back. Simple. He's going with a late siege barracks on the top side. I don't know in front of Monolith if he's going to use that Skelly spell to keep the P.E.K.K.A.s alive. Going with the RC, he probably will use the Skelly. Yes, there he goes. And he goes with that overgrowth on the back end around that town hall. As I said, town hall really doesn't care anymore. It just doesn't have the poison. You can go through it. Nothing is going to happen, man. And he has some loons in this army for those healers, as you just saw. So he's going to catch the loons in the Warden ability so they can go deeper in the base and find all those traps so the healers stay alive. Really well thought strategy and well done plan, I would say, and this is how you want to use this strategy in general. And the good thing about this strategy is that, just like the last video I did with the dragons, this is using also the electro boots, but at the same time it's not using any of those event troops. That's the thing, this strategy will be in the game. You are going to see this more often, like you're going to see it later on becoming a meta strategy, because it's Root Rider and Valkyries. They will always be in the meta. I don't know how, I don't know why, and I don't know if Supercell has planned to take it down, but this is the beauty of this strategy, obviously. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna go to one last hit, but from our Utah, because he was using that Ram Rider troop and it was quite interesting to me, so I wanted to share it with you. Here we are, and our Utah is using 17 Ram Riders with 4 cookie troops, and he's not using that, kind of, I would say, rocket spare or haste valve combination. So he's still, like Claus, using the hog puppet and that electro boots, because obviously he's gonna send the RC in a help matter of way, but he doesn't have the recall. So this is basically, even if you're not doing an RC charge, this equipment is basically going to become meta for all the RC attacks in every single strategy, in my opinion. Obviously there is no other better equipment, because if you're sending your RC early, it's the best to use. If you're even sending your RC late, it's best to use because, of course, of some Tesla farms. But let's look at the Ram Riders. He sent a few to go dive in the base, because don't forget, they break the walls and they slow down the defenses. And then he's gonna send them like a wave with those headhunters as well. Let's see the Warden ability raging through the base, and he kept a few. I think he's gonna drop it on like the side. That's what I think. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Yep, he did drop one on the ricochet cannon, and look and see, it slows down the defenses when it hits them. more Ram Riders coming, and of course the Queen still on the lower side with the ability Overgrowth for the Town Hall. A very risky attack because he's gonna go around the whole Town Hall from a very further distance. So let's see how he's gonna come back. Now the RC got dropped with her ability, and he still got a heal spell, like free spell, skelly spell. Guys, look at this attack. This is so clean. What? I didn't expect this to be this clean. Obviously, Aryuta, one of the GOATs, but wow, what an attack, man. And he crushed this base, coming with those super hogs and the hog riders and the ram riders. Just a beauty to crush this base off for our last attack of the video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this, me bringing you guys, just these attacks from Gaku, Stars, RS. I'm hopefully gonna do his attacks very soon because I know a lot of you love the super dragons. So let's see when that video will be popping up, but don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for it. So I'm gonna bring it very soon, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care and peace.